welcome to Automatic Transmission. My name is Hiram, and today's Friday. I just want to give you some hits of what's going on. I did read all your comments, and I'm just going to talk about it a little bit and what I have coming for tomorrow, Saturday. I got a unit in that I was not too familiar with, and my uncle, he works on them. He used to work on them, and he still does. I just tackled it like any other transmission, but I was not too familiar with it. So part 2 of the video, you're going to see on the video tomorrow how I disassembled the unit. And to me, a transmission is a transmission. Automatic transmission is an automatic transmission. But I should have just got a little bit of research on it. I called my uncle. I asked, hey, anything about this Jetaway 315? He said, oh yeah. He just told me a little bit about it, but the workings and all of that, I really do need to. I needed to do some research for the teardown that I didn't do. I just tackled to it. I just went to it. All right. Well, I got a lot of comments on the channel update. I'm trying to use the app, the Creators app, and see how that's going to work. It's a beautiful morning, beautiful sunrise right now. The sun is hitting me directly in my face. It's not even 7 o'clock yet, but we have a beautiful sunrise today, this morning. And I think I'm going to do this every Friday. Gather all of your comments. Oh, 7 o'clock. Gather all of your comments and try to browse through them, go to them a little bit, and see what's up. Let's see. All right, let me see if I can go all the way. I'm trying to get in there. Sometimes the app doesn't have all the comments. Some of the comments, they go to the spam folder, and I'm trying to. It says connection lost. That happens with this app. Let me go back over here, and this is what it looks like, the app. So I'm gonna get to the automatic transmission. Let's see. It says I lost connection. Well, anyways, I'm gonna reload this thing. I'm gonna close it and reload it. But anyways, all of your comments, I'm gonna leave all the comments enabled, as you guys wanted for the comments to stay enabled, because the very important thing that I read there was that some of you guys learned by others' comments or questions, or somebody found a fix or something. You guys learn from it. So right now I lost connection. Let me disable my Wi-Fi, because that camera is connected to my Wi-Fi. I think that's probably what happened. Get me clear and retry connection. There we go. Yeah, I was lost there for a minute, but there we go. Now I can see if I can look at the. There we go. Now I'm in. I'm on all the comments. All right. Okay, if I go all the way to the bottom, I saw a lot of familiar faces, or not faces, but some of my oldest subscribers, and the reason I recognize them is because they always comment on the videos, and that's how I get to know you guys personally. One of my oldest subscribers, there's actually 2 that I noticed right away that they post comments regularly. D Morley 100 is one, Cuba Rodriguez is another one, and Sadaman Smish, I'm not sure if I pronounced that. He always comments on the videos, and there's like 15 Hayward's Automotive, Duncan McKenzie. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can just scroll through here. And John CR, I think it's another one. But there's like 20 of you guys that are normal commenters, you know, that comment all the videos. And I mean, those are my top, or whatever, you know, my top subscribers, I guess, because they comment on all the videos and I know who they are. And I really appreciate, I think I have more than 100 comments here on this video, on the channel update video, and I really thank you guys for all of your feedback. And I have some here that actually watch the videos and they actually fix their own vehicles, you know, DIYers, do-it-yourselfers, and I mean, I mean, that makes me kind of proud, you know. Like right here, John Cole, use your 4L80 video when I rebuild my 4L80E, had a few manuals, combed through countless message boards and watched many other videos, but I came close to yours. The experience you bring with the tables, you know, it's priceless or whatever. You know, this is a guy that rebuilt his own transmission. And I mean, I'm just scrolling to them, and there's a bunch of messages here, which I appreciate that. Then I uploaded, that was in the, I mean, I filmed that in the same day because I was working on that 4L60, and I just, I hadn't uploaded a video in a long time, and that's why I did the channel update video. And I was working on that 4L60. Now on the Z-Pack video, let me go to that one. And one of you guys asked me about the shift kit that I mentioned there. That's just a correction shift kit. It does not make it high performance, but he fixes a lot of, you know, the orange box shift kit on the Z-Pack video. The Z-Pack, I use them like on the heavy duty units, you know, not on all the units, but on the heavy duty units, like a regular commuter, like my old truck like this. I mean, just a regular clutch pack on the 3/4 would work, you know. I may modify this. I mean, this is the one that I put transmissions in the back, and I have a bunch of junk in here and stuff like that, you know, but I mean, it just gets driven normally like a daily driver. I mean, at the speed limit, you know, take off smoothly and all that. But like on heavy duty transmissions and hot rods or whatever, high performance transmissions, yeah, the Z-Pack works pretty good. You have the other option of the Sonex Smart Drum, which is very good. I mean, you can get some coiling steels, you know, thin steels, and add more clutches. You know, the 4L65E clutches are thinner than the 4L60E clutches, you know, for the 3/4. So you can stack up to 9 clutches, probably more. I mean, if you get the Alto Red Eagle, they're super thin clutches. But the problem about super thin clutches is that whenever they get hot, I mean, they can distort and they can warp, you know, the steel, the steels itself. The friction plates, the clutches might be okay. You know, the Z-Pack, they're not that thin, so, and they're single-sided, so they have friction on one side and steel on the other, and the friction material can absorb the heat on the steel part of the plate, you know. And I've had good success with the Z-Pack frictions. I mean, they work pretty good, and the setup, I mean, I know that some of you guys go by the book, I mean, which is not a good, I mean, not a problem, but to me, with the experience that I had, I mean, if you have the preload springs on the 3/4 clutch pack, and you put 60 to 70 thousandths on that 3/4 clutch pack when the clutches are new, it's good. But once you have maybe, what, 20,000 miles in that friction, and the friction start getting compressed, and you have the load springs, and you see that little square. I don't have one on me, I'm on my truck, but once the frictions get thin, and you got 6 of them, and they start hitting the metal part, or where of the cage where the load springs are, you're not going to be able to compress those frictions. So on the Z-Pack, I guess the technology behind it, or the science behind it, you can get it up to 30 thousandths, 40 thousandths clearance on the 3/4 clutch pack, as long as you have the load springs that'll keep your pressure plates apart, and you can still have fluid circulating in it. I mean, that's my theory on that issue. And yeah, the sun is pretty bright. You see it, and I hope that this video is not coming overexposed, you know, that everything looks too bright. But anyways, that's my take on the 3/4 frictions. Less than 30 thousandths, I don't recommend it. You need some fluid in between the clutches. 10 thousandths of an inch, in theory, per clutch. You have 6 clutches, so you should be somewhere around 60 thousandths. It's 50 to 70 thousandths. It's about the book, clearance on that. But if you notice, the top pressure plate is always flush with the snap ring groove, and that's what I go by. And if you notice on the stack up of the Z-Pack, even with that extra thin steel plate that they provide, that's to make your clutch pack tighter. But if you want it factory, you take that off and just throw it away. But it comes in it, and it's right at the snap ring groove, and that's where the factory, stock 3/4 pressure plate falls into, But anyways, that's on the 3/4 clutch pack. On the Z-Pack now, tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, you're gonna see this video of a 1957 Jetaway 315. Now that's a very unique unit. I know the Hydramatics. I went to a shop 2 hours from here about probably 10 years ago with my uncle. He was on the 1948 or 49 Buick, and he was in the back of the trunk of the Buick disassembled, and we were trying to put that thing back together, and we actually did. And that one had half of the converter stayed in the car, and the other half was at the bell housing. So that was pretty unique for me to see. And my uncle and I was just trying to help him, and that was just a Hydromatic. It's just called Hydromatic. And this one that we have right now on the bench, that I'm gonna have to box it up, and because I'm having trouble getting some hard parts for it that you will see tomorrow. This transmission has 2 what they look like torque converters, but they call them Taurus. So he has one Taurus that is in the bell housing, and then there's another Taurus that's behind the bell housing in front of the pump. So it's a very unique unit, a converter inside the transmission. It looks like a converter, but it's not. I have a torque converter opened up, and I'm going to make a video on that just for reinforce what we're going to talk about. And I have here some printouts on that Jetaway 315, and part 2 is going to be like theory or whatever, how this transmission works. But I already have some printout, general description, principles of operation, and stuff like that. And the good thing, which is a bad thing, is that I'm having trouble finding the hard parts, which is a bad thing because I want to get this thing out. But the good thing is that it bought us some time, and we could probably do some theory, of operation, or principles of operation of this unit. And since I'm not too familiar with it, to me a transmission is a transmission, clutches, drums, converter. But the way this thing is designed, that he has a Taurus, he has 2 Taurus units in there, it's not something that you would see every day with the typical torque converter. Well, anyways, you know who I am. I'm Hiram. Let me see if I can connect again with the camera. And on the automatic transmission channel, okay, on the Tim Morty 100 says that for some reason I thought the torque converter for a Trailblazer was a different size than one of a full-size truck. Now, that it's going back to the comments on the Z-Pack. Now, the difference between the Trailblazer converter is the shape is different only where the hub is at, but it's a V85. A V85 on a regular pickup truck is a TMBX. That's the code for it, right? And on a Trailblazer, it's a TLCX is a 4.8. I forgot the code of it, but the front of the converter where the hub is at is a little bit smaller, but the rear where it bolts up to the flywheel is the same as TMBX. They're both V85s. The Trailblazer on the inline 6, the stall is higher. That's why a lot of street trucks they use that converter, because it's very lighter taking off from a stop. and I think I am connected again. Lighter coming off from a stop, and I mean it's a quicker launch, but for the track, remember that this was my nephew. We're talking about my nephew's truck. For the track is better, you know, higher stall converter. But this is not it's a street truck. But I mean, I guess it's pretty fast for a street truck, but not as fast as some trucks around, you know. But I mean, he's a manager at a KFC, so he's on a very tight budget, and of course, I'm not charging. I don't charge him for going through his transmission. He's my nephew, of course. But anyways, I mean that he's saving money on labor, but he's buying all the parts. So the next project for him is to get the front planet from Sonex, which is going to give him a very quick, you know, launch on the first and second gear. Third gear and up would be the same gear ratios, and of course a higher stall converter. I mean, he's not going to like the fuel economy. He doesn't like it now because of the cam, you know, but I mean, that's the way it is. I mean, you start working on a vehicle like that, and that's a never-ending story. And a lot of you guys know about that. All right, guys. Well, my name is Hiram, and thank you for watching this video. Please comment, like you all been commenting. I'm gonna keep the comment sections open, and also click the like. I know you want to like this video or any other videos that I put up for you guys. So click the like and also subscribe. All right, guys, watch out for the video for tomorrow, 8 o'clock in the morning. It'll be up. Thank you for watching.